Today's Philosopher's Notes is our last reading on virtues. It's called Happiness Equals Virtues in Action. Quick fact. In the 20th century, for every 100 articles psychologists published on negative aspects of human behavior, stuff like depression, schizophrenia, etc., there was only one article published on the positive stuff. Basically, we figured out how to take someone from -10 to -5 to 0 through therapy and psychopharmacology. But we were pretty much in the dark on how to scientifically help someone go from 0 to +5 to +10 and beyond. To address this issue, in the year 2000, there was a new movement created called positive psychology that promised to identify the scientific underpinnings of how we can live with more happiness, meaning, and all that good stuff. Guess where they started? They went old school, sifting through all the classic wisdom texts where they saw the same ideas repeated again and again. Although they differ on the details, these classics, from the Bible to the Bhagavad Gita to the Bushido Samurai Code, say the same thing: live with virtue. In fact, the researchers identified a constellation of 6 core virtues: wisdom, courage, love, justice, temperance, and spirituality. They set out to scientifically establish that when we put these virtues in action, we'll live with more happiness, meaning, and mojo. The equation is simple. Happiness equals virtues in action, VIA. While we're on the subject of virtues in action, check out AuthenticHappiness.com and join a million other peeps who have taken their VIA character strength test. It's an awesome way to identify your scientifically valid top virtues in action, so you can start engaging them more often in your day-to-day life. I don't know if that website still exists, but it's in here. As Martin Seligman, the author of Authentic Happiness and the godfather of the positive psychology movement, tells us, one of the keys to happiness is simple: use your strengths often. Do so in service to something bigger than yourself, and you'll be blessed with abundant happiness and a life filled with meaning and all that goodness to boot. Good times. Funny how living for self doesn't really produce a lot of positivity, but when you live for a higher purpose, to perhaps help others, to create ripples out here of thought, different thought processes, you truly find a deeper meaning in life, no matter what your living circumstances or what you've been through. And oftentimes, those of us with virtues, well, when we sink down the ladder, we end up in trouble in life because we lowered our standards. So try to live with the virtues that you were instilled with, and if you weren't instilled with any, try to arm yourself with the power of positive virtues.